Hello there, it's Alana Taki, and I'm here to share some more Excel instructions with you. We're going to go over a review of how to enter data, how to make a data table look pretty. We're going to review how to make a scattergram and make that scattergram have appropriate labels and also prettify it a little bit. And we're going to find out how to find quadratic regression. All right, so we have a lot on the docket. Most of it's review though. All right, so we have our data set right here, which was the age range, representative age, and so on. So first of all, I want this to be bold, and heck, I'd like it to be gray. This makes it easier for me to follow. I like it, my table's pretty. And then I'm going to give it all a border. So I'm going to highlight the whole thing and click all borders. Now, I don't know if you've ever run into this where you have like a really long phrase, but you still want it to be in one cell. What you can click on is the wrap text right there, and it'll wrap the text around. Nice, huh? You can kind of fiddle with the width and the height of the boxes as well. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so that's how to enter data, right? You simply type 20, 30, and so on, and then get it all in there, and then that's how to make it pretty-ish. And of course, you can always play with the colors and the fonts and whatever else you'd like. All right, so now we want to make a scattergram. So we don't want this part because the 25 to 34 and so on, that's really a range, and the number 30 is what's representing that range. It's called the midpoint in statistics, right? So if you were 34, you'd still fall into this group. 34 and a half, you'd still fall into this group, right? But they use the number 30 to represent that group because algebra, Excel, calculators, etc., they need a single number. They can't work from a range like that. All right, so I'm going to highlight all this, and I'm going to, let's see, click Insert, Scatter. There it is. Ta-da. All right, now if you want to do bare bones, let me do bare bones. Delete your legend, you don't need it. Now the barest thing you could do is just to, oh, let me correct myself. You have to have axis titles. Oops, don't click on axis, click on axis title, there it is. So if your horizontal axis, we want this to be representative age, or just age maybe, up to you. And then vertical axis, we want average, let's put it this way, thousands of dollars. And actually, I don't think we need thousands of dollars in our title. It's kind of obvious with the vertical title the way it is. All right, so you have to have labels. We have that. You right click on the data points, you click add trend line. You want polynomial, display the equation, close. That is as bare bones as you can get, right? You've got a scattergram, you've got everything labeled, and you've got your quadratic regression equation. Cool. Now, you can fiddle around with this a little bit. Like, let me format that trend line label. I could make it so that it's numbers, but it only has 3 decimal places. That's how I could do that. I could make it so that, let me format the trend line itself. I could make it so that I forecast. I could go forward 5 and backward 5 if I want to go a little bit past where my data actually is. Or I could go forward 10. Let's see, forward 10, backward 10. See, there you go. And then you can see more. It doesn't change the equation. It's just drawing it further. Now, what about the graph itself? You know me, I like it to look a little prettier. So let me click down here. Ooh, let's do green, shall we? That looks nice. All right, so I'm going to make it green, and I want to make my axes thicker. So I'm going to click on these, format axis, and I'm going to make my line style. I'm going to boost up how thick it is. And then over here, oopsie, right click, format axis, and then line style. I'm going to boost up how thick that is. Nice. All right, now I want to add some grid lines. So I'm going to add my major grid lines. So those are every 20. And then I'm going to add some minor grid lines. All right, let me format that axis again. I think I'd like my major grid lines to be, 20 is all right. But let's do our minor ones at 5. There it goes, 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on. Cool, huh? So that's how you can fiddle around with it. Now you don't have to make it this pretty, right? If you want, you can just do insert, scatter, right? Get rid of that. Throw in some titles, right? And you're done. Oops, hold on. Let me throw in my titles. Axis title, primary vertical. That would be thousands of dollars. Oh, if I could spell right. And then axis title, horizontal. That would be age. And then you right click, add trend line, polynomial, display equation. By the way, that's how you can do a cubic, you can do a squared, right? We only do squared in our class. So that's why the order is 2. It means the degree of the polynomial. And there you go. So this is as basic as you can get, and then you can get all sorts of fun. You can actually make each dot its own color and stuff like that, but we're not going to bother. All right, I hope that helps. I'll see you back here for more videos.